Hello, I'm Crystal. I got some questions to help you pass your LSW test. Okay, let's start off with the questions. What is most important to remember about defense mechanisms? A. Defense mechanisms reduce anxiety. B. Defense mechanisms relieve conflict. C. Defense mechanisms are an unconscious process. D. Defense mechanisms are an interpersonal response. Okay, the answer is C. Defense mechanisms are an unconscious process. Okay, let's get to another question. A social worker sees a new client for severe anxiety and panic attacks. The client is a recent immigrant from Asia and has difficulty understanding and speaking English. What should the social worker do first? Now, that's a good question because that's about culture. It has something to do with culture. Okay, first, A, arrange for a qualified interpreter for the session. B, determine the client's specific language. C, demonstrate nonverbal relaxation techniques. D, conduct a full psychosocial assessment. Okay, the answer is B, determine the client's specific language. I'm gonna look over that question again. I think that sounds good because they said the client is immigrant from Asia, and the client doesn't understand English. So if the client doesn't understand English, you do need to find out first what language they speak. Because that's important. If you don't know what language they speak, then you won't be able to talk to them. So some of these questions are common sense. I've seen that a lot on the test. Common sense questions that just. Okay, another question is a social worker sees an adolescent because of poor academic performance. The adolescent also frequently lies to family members, is manipulative, and has shown a change in friendship patterns. What diagnosis should the social worker consider first? A. Substance use disorder. B. Reactive attachment disorder. C. Specific learning disorder. D. Major depressive disorder. Okay, think about it. What do you think it is? Okay, the answer is A. Substance use disorder. Okay. I'm looking back at the question. It says the teenager has had a change in friendship patterns. Maybe he's hanging around the wrong people, and his grades are dropping. So that's a sign that something's going on. He may be using drugs. He may be using alcohol. Something's going on. His grades are dropping. So that's why they said substance use disorder. Okay, let's get to the next question. A social worker interviews a 55-year-old man who's seeking treatment for impotence. Which of the following factors is least likely to be contributing to his condition? A, medication for high blood pressure. B, an extramarital affair. C, age. D, alcohol abuse. Okay, the answer is C, age. Okay. Let's do one more question. A second grade teacher consults the school social worker about a student who has had chemotherapy and lost all their hair. The student seems sad, is doing poorly in schoolwork, and is not participating in activities. The social worker should first, A, contact the parents to gain more information. B, help the teacher understand the effects of chemotherapy on mood and energy. C, refer the child to a children's cancer support group. D, explore the student's feelings about what it means to have cancer. Okay. The answer is A. Contact the parents to gain more information. Okay, let's go back over the question because some of them are just common sense, and some of them you have to think about. Okay, they said the second grade teacher talks to the social worker about the student. The student's had chemotherapy and lost all their hair. The student's sad and is not participating in activities. And then they said the social worker should first and the answer was contact the parents to gain more information. Of course, to me that sounds common sense. Like common sense, I wouldn't want to know. I would want to talk to the parents to to provide them empathy. Um, Try to find out what's really going on. Is how bad the cancer is, or how, just get an idea of the situation. So to me, that's kind of like a common sense question in a way to me. So that sounds like a great answer. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this session. You're going to pass the test.